This program is brought to you in part by SalCal Real Estate Connections. Yes, once again, it's 2022, and we got a fair coming up, and we got a special vice president of fair, Steve Kalinsky. Now, tell me, Steve, are we ready?
I think so. The guys have been working hard for the last 6 months, the guys and the ladies, to get the fairgrounds ready. They made a lot of new picnic tables, some nice park benches. We're getting there.
Now, this year, I noticed they said it's a 4-day fair. What else is going on that I don't know about?
We're going to plan on having a demolition derby on Thursday. All the food vendors are going to be open on Thursday, and some of the entertainment.
Wow. That sounds very interesting, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, as far as new things at the fair this year, do you have an idea of what's going to be new that we never seen?
Besides a lot of new picnic benches and tables, different entertainment. That's about it, as far as I know.
Somebody said something about a martini bar or something.
Martini bar, yep, that's coming in. They built a beautiful bar for it and everything. There's like 4 different martinis and plus other drinks to go with it, with high top tables and everything.
We're going to have to get some CNI dogs to take care of these people, I think.
I think it'll be a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, it's different, right?
It's always fun here at the Berlin Fair.
Yeah. How about entertainment? Anything different?
I'm not sure exactly. I know there's the big bands coming in on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as always. And I know there's a circus and a few other things.
Well, that sounds great. Now you yourself at the fair, you do something else. What is it?
I also run the fried vegetable booth.
Oh, wow.
That's in the pavilion.
Yep.
And we have a lot of nice assortment of vegetables and mozzarella sticks and chicken tenders and fried pickles and other things like that.
Yeah, let me tell you, the food here is excellent. I am the French fries and wherever you go here is just good.
Oh yeah, I eat my way around the fair every year.
Yeah, well, we count on about another 5 pounds, right?
Oh, at least.
So give me the dates now. What are the dates of the fair this year?
September 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. We open at 4 o'clock on Thursday. We open at 11 o'clock on Friday and 9 on Saturday and Sunday.
Wow. So, of course, Friday is going to be for the kids. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, it always is, but it's still everyone's welcome. We're all kids.
Yeah, we're all kids. Who grew up, right?
That's right. All the rides will be open Thursday also.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And they're going to have wristbands on Thursday also.
I was kind of surprised. So a 4-day fair. Wow. That's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun at the Berlin Fair. It's like a family reunion.
Yeah. It seems like I've been coming here since I was a little kid. I can remember standing in this area watching a guy go up in a balloon and parachute out.
Oh, that's before me.
Yeah.
Way before me.
Yeah.
I've only been around, about 15 years I've been down the fairgrounds as a member.
Yeah, this goes back to the 60s,
Okay.
Of course, I was a different person back then, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I was a little kid back in the 60s. Yep.
Yeah, so tell me about, we got a fair president, Phil Porter, right?
Yes.
He's going to be in attendance, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, he'll be here. Right now he's home resting.
Yeah, well, you know what? We can't wait to talk to everybody the fair morning, and it's always a special thing. I can't wait to talk to Dave to try to weasel out of him what new setup he's going to do in there.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure he's got something planned.
Yeah.
He always does.
Oh, yeah. Every time I come here that morning, I'll tell you, there's something special here.
Okay. No, I know. It always looks great.
Well, we want to thank you for your interview, and I hope we get to talk to you again maybe at the fair.
Yes, thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Steve.
Yep.
And yes, Gary Bankowski, 2022, and we got another fair coming, huh?
Yeah, another fair, like blink of an eye, another year gone by.
Now, what year fair was this?
This is, boy, you put me on the spot for that one. I know in 2014, I think it was 66th annual.
I'm trying to think myself. I don't. Is it 73? No.
It could be. Well, the thing with COVID, I think we continued that year, if I'm not mistaken. But
Okay.
I'd have to look at one of the
Yep.
one of the poster signs and see what year it was. But I can guarantee 2014, I was fair president then, and it was the 66th annual Berlin Fair then.
It's been around a while, huh?
Yeah, 1949 for sure.
Wow. So we got a 4-day fair this year. It was kind of different.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it off with a demo derby on Thursday night. Be from 4 to 9, I believe, and then have our regular entertainment and then some headliners, which I can't name at this point because I think they're still in the works. But cool thing is on Sunday over in the go-kart track behind us, we're gonna have lawnmower racing.
That's going to be a little different, huh?
I would say so. This is gonna be like a super speedway to these guys out here. I mean, compared to
I hope one of my grandkids ain't out there.
No. That's got to be pretty crazy. I mean, you talk about in a lay-down car where they normally run here, on a bi-weekly basis, and getting on something that's kind of high center of gravity, and it's going to be interesting.
Now, I also understand something about helicopters, too.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing helicopter rides again this year.
Oh, wow.
They were here, I believe, in 2019, and then, they weren't here last year, but they will be there this year for sure.
Anything new I don't know about?
No, I think I pretty much covered it. Anybody that wants. All right. We also have a new ticketing system this year, buying online, and pretty much you can be out in the parking lot, scan some QR codes, and you're all set to go.
Yeah, you could even buy special pass for parking. Is that correct?
That is correct. They do have parking, premium parking, which is being sold, I think, at Kensington Auto and a few other places within town here.
So we're getting ready, huh?
We're getting ready for sure.
How many more weeks we got here?
I think it's 6 weeks we're down to.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So let me get the dates right. What are the dates?
15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Oh, wow. We got to remember that. And as usual, Gary, you guys are on your game, and this place is going to be rocking.
Yes, it is, and it's just there's a lot of dedicated people that put this together every year, and it's just amazing what comes out of this and what we give back to the community.
Oh, you got that right. I'll tell you, it's very special. I want to thank you personally, and I can't wait for opening day.
Thank you
sir.
for all you do as well.
And yes, we have with us Melinda, a.k.a. Matilda.
Oh, no.
And tell me, what do we have in store for the truck pull this year?
Well, this year we're doing 2 nights of truck pulls, Friday and Saturday night. CT Truck Pullers, we're hosting them. They're going to come out. They do a great show every weekend. I've been out with them the last 2 weekends. They've been doing great, so we're hoping for some good pulls here.
Let me tell you, the kids in town, it's like bragging rights.
It is.
And boy, they show up.
Yes, they do. In fact, my own son's going to be pulling this year.
Wow, that's
I'm
different.
finally letting him.
Yeah. You had to get a pass.
Yeah, well, I pay for the insurance.
Now tell me something. Are you involved with the demolition derby?
I am. Yep, we got Skyfire Productions coming out. So far, we don't have a whole lot of cars, but we're hopeful that we will have more cars coming in. People are having trouble finding cars, so we're.
To get a car ready, I mean, you have to do a lot of things, right?
Oh yeah, they got to take out the airbags. They have to. I think all the anti-lock stuff has to be disconnected. They got to push out all the windows, make some sort of roll cage in there. Oh, wow. It's hard, and unfortunately, though, scrap cars are pretty expensive now, so they're having trouble. But we've got 5 cars so far, so we're hoping for 10 at least.
Well, the good thing is everything else is open. The food.
Yes.
I think in there too. The pavilion.
Yep. The pavilion's going to have beer and the fried veggie booth. Everything's going to be open for the most part. Some of the barns are going to be closed, but I'm also in charge of the sheep barn. We're not going to be open that night. But most of the places, most of the buildings, most of the vendors and stuff, they'll all be open. It's going to be a good time.
Well, it'll be an interesting night. I can guarantee you that.
I'm very excited. We're so excited for this.
Every year it's like the countdown, right?
It's like Christmas.
Yeah. It's like opening presents Christmas morning.
I have to give Gary Schmidt his due for that because he says that every year. It's like Christmas.
Well, we Certainly going to be looking forward to it, and I can't wait. This opening day to me is just special.
Absolutely, it's magic, is what it is. So Thursday's we're not opening till 4, I think, on Thursday. But Saturday, the other days are the same times, and I'm really looking forward. Friday night, we're starting with the gas classes in the truck pull. Saturday night, we'll be starting with the diesels. So we'll go from gas to diesel on Friday night and diesel to gas on Saturday night.
Regular to smokers, I call them.
Oh, yes, they're definitely the smokers, all that black smoke. It's my favorite part.
Well, Melinda, I want to thank you. As usual, you're on your game, and I can't wait to get this thing rolling in a few weeks. And I know you guys have been working hard. Congratulations. We're going to have another great fair.
I'm so excited. Everybody come on down.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Larry.
You got it first on Racing Action Today. Goodbye, sweetheart. Take care. And yes, Dave Alkus, it's 2022, and we're going to have another fair, I believe. Is that correct?
You're right, Larry. Time flies by when you're having fun. We've been putting together a lot of work the last year, and actually part of last year. We have a lot of stuff and a lot of new things that we added to this fair this year, and we're going to continue on putting the stuff there. We got about 5 more weeks yet, and we still got a lot of stuff that hasn't been finished up, and we got to tighten up the loose ends that we have here.
Now, it's going to be a 4-day fair, which is different. And tell me, and that extra night, there's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, Larry, what we're going to put together, actually the extra night, which is Thursday night, we're going to have over here in our motorsports area here, our ever popular antique, not only antique, but our demolition derby that we haven't actually had back here for the last 3 years due to COVID and all that. So that's ever popular. We had a crowd here that was unbelievable, and we expect a big crowd this year too also.
But the food and everything will be here that night, right? You'll be able to get everything, right?
You get food. If you want to buy a ticket, an extra ticket, you can go, and the fair is actually going to be open, the rides and stuff like that. So the food, all the food vendors will be here, and it'll be like a regular fair, only in the afternoon, not during the day so much. But it's going to be quite a setup.
That's good. We're always looking for something new. Now, tell me, this go-kart track behind us, I hear there's some new goings on there, too.
Yeah, right, Larry. We've the motorsports area here has decided that they're going to try out, and this year they're going to have little miniature lawnmower racing, the lawnmower tractor racing in this oval over here on Sunday. Our ever popular go-karts will be utilizing Friday and Saturday, and so Sunday they're out of here. So we've got a vacant spot here to put a nice little circular area, and it should be quite interesting.
Now, is there like an organization or something? Or?
Yeah, there's an organization. They got a group together that takes care of the prize money and the trophies and stuff like that. It's quite interesting, and it's something new that we put on this year. It should be quite interesting for the people to see.
Lawnmower racing. Yeah. I can't show that to my grandkids. They'll be flying around my yard.
Yeah, you'll be winding up having to you'll probably find out your lawnmower is going to be in the backyard over here and a few other ones. I know over the years, the same thing with our ever popular tractor pulls here, and then we got our truck pulls that we have here. Stock truck pulls that they have on here, and I'll tell you, a lot of the kids from the neighborhood all come down here, and they want bragging rights. Oh, yeah. You know, they all love to come in here and say, well, you know, I won the trophy down there. I got the best truck, whether it's a Duramax, whether it's a Cummins, or whatever they come with. I remember one year a kid, I think I was doing the announcing, and a kid must have had his mother and father's car. He had a Mercedes 4-wheel drive out here. And when I said, my dear, I said, what's going on, you know? And I had the people laughing. I said, you probably don't know it, but if they looked on and find him down here running their car and all, they'd probably have a heart attack, you know?
You got that right. Now, speaking of down here during the fair, I understand that our favorite youth activity, the corn bend, is going to have a little different approach this year.
Yeah, Larry. Usually we keep it inside. We have it inside the museum over there, but it's kind of cramped for area and all. So this year I was talking with my wife, Paula, and I said, well, you know, we're going to move it outside and set that with a tent over it and everything and make it a little bit bigger and more enjoyable for the kids. They always love to play in that box over there. And we wind up with about 10 bags of all cleaned and sorted out corn, and it's ever popular. People like the kids, the adults go in and they like to walk through and meander through the museum itself, look at the tractors and read a few captions. But then they leave their kids outside, and we run a babysitting group out here.
I used to laugh, Dave. The parents used to go home. They give the kids a bath. All the corn would come out of their underwear.
That's right, hey, right, Larry. We lose probably 2 or 3 bags of corn, and usually when they start walking around, we find the corn scattered throughout the museum. And over there, when they go to the pavilion over there to get a bite to eat anywhere, they wind up with a trail of corn under behind them, and even in the handicap restroom that we have here.
Now, I got to ask, I don't know if you're going to come clean with me. What is going to be your opening attraction here when you open this door?
Our main attraction that we've got is this year, I was contacted by the fellow that was here last year in September, and he wound up, had some medical problems, and he assured me, he said he's going to talk to me, and he wanted to donate a couple tractors to my museum here. And a lot of people, when I get talking to them and all, they kind of get partial to it. They like us to display them here. We don't sell them, and we turn around and the poor fella, he contacted me back in November, and he said he was going in for some chemo and all, and he said I may not come out, but he said I want to make sure that you know that and I let the family know, and I said, well, that's nice. His name was Richard Nowak, and he was from Wethersfield. So I turned around and I said, don't worry about that. And he also included me in that he had a very, very large milk bottle collection that he put together. And he said, well, you know, I want to also donate that to you guys too. He said, you have a wonderful menu here. I love this place, and I want my memories to be remembered by all the people that I know. And he said a lot of my friends come down here also. So he said, well, lo and behold, I turned around and I got the message back here in May that he had passed away. And I had talked to him in February, and he said he's going back in again for some more chemo and all. And he's had something like 23 treatments. And it kind of, you know, trouble with chemo, you know what happens, you know. And so it kind of did him in. And so I just recently talked to, 2 days ago, I talked to a very good friend of his that worked with him. And he says, come on over here. I want you to take a look at the tractors and pick out the 2 tractors he wanted over there. And he also assured me that anything that I wanted there that I could have. And I said, well, we only, you know, certain things, so we're not greedy, you know. Yeah. But I come to find out he had a 1945 John Deere A, and these were all undercover. They weren't stuff that was out in the weeds and frozen up and all that. And nice stuff, nice patina to it. Yeah. And also a 1955 John Deere 50. Which was something we don't have in the museum. We have an A in here, but it's a newer A. It's a 52A, one that was from one of our farms down here, Maple Shade Farm. But those tractors are something that's a big and a good addition to our museum here. And a couple of nice little plows that he donated, 2 bottoms. And
You'll have like spread it out for in his memory.
Yeah, we did that last year, and for Ronnie Emanuelson, he was a farmer over on Higby Road over there, and Andy Chatlis that we put together, and it was quite interesting. People really liked it, and paying tribute to someone that wanted their memory to be preserved.
Yeah. Well, Dave, you do a great job with it. Let me tell you.
Well, we try. It kind of, if you keep everything going and you go with the people and go to flow, most of them work with you, and it's not hard.
Yep.
It really isn't hard to put something together like that and showing them a little homage, you know.
Yeah. Well, before I forget, I gotta congratulate Tyler winning a race at Stafford.
Oh, yeah, it's carrying on the old heritage.
The tradition carries on. You were the patriarch, believe me.
Yeah, my brother and I, we turned the wheel over to Plainville over there, not getting away from the fair, but back in the 70s there, I didn't want to boast, but we won a few championships over there, and they knew who we were when we were racing over there, and finally he was just this is his first year, and he's an apprentice at the racing and all that, and he's only been up to Stafford in the SK Lights, which is a tough little class.
Oh, not easy.
Yeah, and those guys are running 23, 24 cars deep, you know.
Oh, yeah.
He wound up winning the heat, and he actually started fourth in the feature, and they couldn't catch him. He was like a rabbit.
Well, I look forward to doing an interview with him. I got to do a show about him. You know, we've been following him since he raced on this little dirt track behind us.
Oh, yeah, he cut his teeth right here in this little dirt track right behind us here back 4 or 5 years ago, several years actually. And yeah, we kind of, you gotta walk and step along and work your way up through everything, you know.
Yeah, don't worry, he'll get there, I'm sure. Well, Dave, we don't want to tie you up anymore. As usual, you're right on your game, and I can't wait to that opening day. Good luck, and
Thank you, Larry.
you saw it here first on Racing Action Today. And yes, they were very busy this winter with new picnic tables and getting the pavilion ready. As you could see, it's really looking very good here, and I can't wait for Fair Day, which will be coming. It won't be long, believe me. We'll be right at it here very shortly. See you at the fair. And yes, the tractor barn will be alive and well. And boy, I can't wait for this fair coming up, as Dave usually has this thing whipped right into shape. Believe me, it'll be ready. This program is brought to you in part by R2 Pitchers and real estate broker Larry Mangello. And yes, we also want to thank Flavor Queen for all their help and support, and look to do a little more things with them in the future. Thank you. Have a great weekend.